Bruce Lee, a name synonymous with martial arts and lightning-fast moves, was a legend in his time. However, his sudden and mysterious death in 1973 left many questions unanswered. 50 years later, a new study sheds light on the circumstances surrounding his untimely demise. Let's start on a journey through Bruce Lee's life, from his rise to fame to the enigmatic events leading to his death. Born on November 27, 1940, in San Francisco, California, Bruce Lee was introduced to the entertainment world at a young age, courtesy of his father, an opera singer and part-time actor. The family later moved to Hong Kong, where Bruce began his acting career as a child, earning the nickname Little Dragon. By the time he turned 18, he had already appeared in over 20 films. However, life in Hong Kong was not without its challenges. Bruce found himself involved with local gangs, which led him to study kung fu and dance, honing his footwork and balance. He even showcased his skills by winning the Hong Kong Cha-Cha Championship in 1958. Nevertheless, his parents, concerned about his involvement in street fighting and encounters with the police, sent him to live with family friends in Seattle. In Seattle, Bruce completed his schooling and opened his first martial arts school. He later moved to Oakland, California, to establish a second school, where he developed his own martial arts technique, Jeet Kune Do, which combined elements of ancient kung fu, fencing, boxing, and philosophy. A serious back injury from weightlifting kept Bruce bedridden for nearly 6 months. However, he used this time to fill 7 notebooks with notes and reflections on various types of martial arts, eventually compiling them into his famous work, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do. In 1964, he married Linda Emery, one of his former students, and the couple welcomed 2 children, Brandon in 1965 and Shannon in 1969. Bruce's talent caught the eye of a television producer, which led to his breakthrough role as Kato in The Green Hornet, introducing him to American audiences. However, he struggled to find acting opportunities after the series was canceled. To make ends meet, he started giving private Jeet Kune Do lessons to Hollywood stars, including Steve McQueen. In 1971, Bruce returned to Hong Kong, where he starred in 2 movies, The Big Boss and Fist of Fury, which shattered box office records across Asia and became successful in the US. He used this success to form his own production company and co-produced, directed, wrote, and starred in his next film, Return of the Dragon. The follow-up movie, Enter the Dragon, became a global sensation, propelling Bruce Lee to international stardom. Tragedy struck on July 20, 1973, just 6 days before the release of Enter the Dragon in Hong Kong. Bruce, along with the producer of his films, Raymond Chow, drove to the house of Betty Ting Pei, who was believed to be Bruce's mistress. It was a scorching day, with the temperature at 90° F and the humidity at 84%. Bruce ate some hashish, which he often did to raise his consciousness level, and acted out scenes from his upcoming film. However, things took a turn for the worse. Bruce complained of a headache and felt dizzy. Betty gave him a pill called Equagesic, a combination of meprobamate and aspirin, which he had taken before. He went to the bedroom to rest, but when Betty went to check on him, he was unresponsive. Raymond, who had left earlier, was called back, and they attempted to awaken Bruce, but to no avail. Bruce was brought to the nearest hospital, where he was pronounced dead. He was 32 years old. The doctors at Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Hong Kong believed that Bruce's sudden passing was due to a severe allergic reaction to the aspirin or meprobamate in the Equagesic pill, or a combination of the two, which led to cerebral edema, a life-threatening condition. However, an article from September 19, 1973, revealed that cannabis traces were found in Bruce's stomach and intestines, leading some Hong Kong doctors to speculate that the brain swelling could have been brought on by ingesting hashish. Through the years, there have been more theories as to what caused Bruce's cerebral edema. Interestingly, Bruce had experienced a significant loss of weight in the 2 months leading up to his death, dropping 15% to a mere 119 pounds. Additionally, He had undergone a procedure to remove the sweat glands from his armpits to prevent sweating on camera, which would have lowered his body's ability to cool itself. Bruce had also experienced a similar case of brain swelling just 2 months before his death, on May 10, 1973. He collapsed while working on voiceovers for Enter the Dragon in a studio with the air conditioning turned off to avoid background noise. At that time, Bruce Lee had also consumed some hash and fainted in the bathroom. He later vomited and fainted again before being rushed to the hospital, where a neurosurgeon treated him and suggested that Bruce's cannabis consumption might have played a role in the swelling of his brain. However, this connection remains speculative, as there has been no documented evidence directly linking cannabis use to cerebral edema. At the time, Bruce suffered high temperature, weakness, vomiting, loss of consciousness, and more, all symptoms consistent with heat stroke. It is believed that Bruce's second collapse could have happened as a result of similar circumstances, and overheating could have been the cause of the headache that Bruce mentioned having on the day of his death. A new study from 2022 proposes a different explanation for Bruce Lee's death, suggesting that he might have died from drinking too much water. This research, carried out by a group of doctors from the Autonomous University in Madrid, Spain, argues that Bruce's brain swelling could have been caused by his kidneys' failure to get rid of the excess water properly. Bruce's diet was primarily liquid-based, consisting mainly of alcohol and juices, and he regularly ate hashish and had previously damaged his kidneys. The study hypothesizes that although he had not consumed a huge amount of water, his kidneys may have struggled with processing even regular amounts of water, increasing his risk of low sodium levels in his blood, which would have made it difficult for his body to balance its water levels correctly. Bruce Lee's untimely passing was a significant blow to the world of cinema and kung fu. However, his dream of becoming the world's most famous star came true, and his name is now almost interchangeable with kung fu, especially in Western cultures. His teachings, philosophy, and the lively essence of Jeet Kune Do, seen as the beginning of MMA and now popular worldwide through competitions like the UFC, live on through his students and continue to inspire new generations. Bruce Lee's life was a captivating blend of triumphs and challenges. His swift rise to fame, the enigma surrounding his death, and his lasting impact have all fueled the intrigue around him. As we explore his life, we're inspired by his spirit, dedication to his craft, and the influence he's had on the world. What about Bruce Lee's life resonates with you most? How has his story affected your journey? Thank you for joining us on Fulton Draper. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more compelling stories and insights.